Welcome to another video of Halal Pips. Today we'll discuss what is fundamental analysis. Let's start. Forex traders examine various currency pairs to predict future price movements. There are typically three types of analysis used to forecast market movements. The first is fundamental analysis. The second one is technical analysis, and lastly, sentiment analysis. In this series of videos, we'll explain the three most common types of market analysis. Hopefully, it will help you to make better trading decisions. Let's start with the fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is a method of examining economic, social, and political issues to forecast future currency price movements. The price of a currency, or the currency exchange rate, is determined by supply and demand. So, it is simple to use supply and demand as a predictor of price movement. The difficult part is determining all of the factors that influence supply and demand. Because of the overwhelming amount of data, analysts tend to concentrate on a few key factors. The interest rate of a currency is the most crucial fundamental in Forex. Other essential factors are GDP, inflation, manufacturing, and economic growth. You must consider those factors to determine whose economy is booming and whose economy is suffocating. For example, an increase in the unemployment rate impacts a country's economy and monetary policy, which, in turn, impacts currency demand. Or, a high GDP growth rate indicates that the country's total wealth has increased. It suggests that the country's currency is strengthening and that its value is rising in relation to other foreign currencies. In other words, this type of analysis assumes that if a country's present or future economic prospects are good, its currency should strengthen. As a country's economy improves, more foreign investment will flow in, increasing the need to buy its currency in order to obtain assets. As a result, the supply and demand for that currency will shift, and the currency will eventually have a higher value. So, we can predict potential currency movements using fundamental analysis based on the strength or weakness of a country's economic outlook. Now, to conduct fundamental analysis, we require news and information about major economic events. Luckily, there are some useful websites to look at if you want to trade the news or trade fundamental analysis. These websites publish analyses of economic releases and reports of fundamental data. Let's take a look at forexfactory.com, for example. There is a lot of information on this page, but we'll focus on the calendar for now. On this page, you can see the news that will be coming up for the entire week. We will go over some small details for you. You can see the date and time of upcoming news or economic events, as well as the currency that will be affected by that event. The main description of the event is then given, followed by the expected impact indicator. You can also check other information, such as the details, the actual reported value, the forecast value, the previous value, and the graph on the right. So now you have a general idea about forexfactory.com. Later in this series, we will go over everything in greater detail. We recommend that you visit other Forex fundamental analysis websites like dailyfx.com or myfxbook.com, or any other popular websites that will assist you in your Forex trading journey. Before we wrap up this video, keep in mind that if you want to use fundamental analysis effectively, you must first understand how economic, financial, and political events affect currency exchange rates. So, make sure you have a good understanding of macroeconomics and geopolitics. That's all for today. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you at the next one.
Thank you for watching with halalpips.com. Share your thoughts and ideas with us in the comment section.